As he stood up before, initiative started, he donned the crown again,
Oh shit.
and he readied the flail. For story purposes, the flail is an item that Lloyd is now attuned to quickly.
Okay, cool.
For story reasons. Alright. So as this happens, Lloyd goes first.
Great.
What?
He has a 28 total.
Oh my god. We're about to get screwed, Megan. I'm sorry I came over here.
And just so you are aware that I'm not changing things mid-fight, I did up his HP with custom HP, so don't be surprised if he's not like, oh, 50 HP and he's down. So,
The least squishy sorcerer of all time.
well, right. So, all right. So as he automatically activates. Wait, no. So it's not the exact same fire. So don't assume that he's got the shadow of Moil around him.
Okay.
Because I figured you probably would if I said it's the exact same. But however, the flames do go around his body and kind of shed light within 10 feet of him. So he does that as the fight starts. Yep, okay. Alright, he is going to start... He is going to lunge straight at Zack and smack him, or attempt to smack him with the flail. Zack was able to dodge out of the way. And he attacks with the... Actually, no, he doesn't. Haha. Let me make sure of something. Yep. Okay, so he dodges out of the way, and at that same time, Lloyd is quite upset that Zack dodged, so he quickens a spell, and he cast Burning Hands at Zack and Dowroc. So his left hand. So make a... Where the hell is it? There it is. Dexterity saving throw. Zack got a 14.
Oh.
That was the better of the two rolls, too.
Yeah.
So we each take... I think you saw that roll, didn't you?
Yeah.
You take 15 fire damage each.
Oh, God.
Alright, and with that, it's Johan's turn.
Yeah, I would think so.
You're higher than me, still.
Where is...
That was a natural 20 in guidance. No.
I am going to hold a spell
Okay.
for when Todd charges up and tries to charge him with charge.
Okay.
Very, very chargerly.
Very chargerly. Okay.
So 20 to hit.
Miss.
God, okay.
What?
That sucks.
You see 20 miss. Oh my God.
Well, and as he runs up there, I'm gonna hit Johan. Kind of takes a step back, and he's going to unleash the spell he was holding and cast Entangle.
Okay.
DC 16 strength saving throw. And he's going to aim at the 20-foot square with Lloyd kind of in the bottom right corner. So it's only hitting him.
So...
Yeah.
Boom. On that note, Lloyd critically saves, and... I mean, he rolls a natural 20 and rolled enough to save.
Okay.
So he does not get affected by it.
Oh my God. This man.
That's everything I could do. So that's my whole bag of tricks. Talk down the bad guy and try to grab him.
Well, I guess at that point it's Dowroc's turn.
Dowroc looks at Lloyd. I remember you. You hurt my friend before. He's not speaking to Lloyd. He's speaking to the...
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah. I got you. And
We're gonna
Lloyd.
have to introduce ourselves to each other soon enough.
I'll just do that, just so. Well, just so, like, because it is Lloyd, but it's not. Okay,
It's gonna do branding smite. It's gonna shoot him.
there you go.
You know, Zach, I think we're gonna have to find you a different patron after all this.
I don't think all patrons are good. Branding smite is concentration. Okay, so I got
Okay.
15, and then I'll try to shoot him again.
All right, what you got?
Missed again.
Okay.
I go. You said he's not doing anything, or he can move, right?
Yeah, he can. Without a command, he takes the bonus action. He takes the dodge action.
Well, I mean, we've been playing commanding our creatures as no action the entire game. I don't see a problem with us continuing to do that. You can tell him to run an attack while you're shooting a gun. It's the same reasoning for why all the what are they? The Tasha's summons don't take an action to command.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, they don't. Yeah, that's right.
Miss 2. 3
Alright.
accent.
All right.
This guy is pretty smooth.
All right. As Zack's turn, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Zack's turn rolls around. He is actually going to take his action and cast a. Wait, I can upcast that, can I? Yeah, one additional creature. He is actually going to cast a bless spell on the 4 player character, or Zack, Dowroc, Johan, and Megan.
Okay, cool.
So whenever we attack, we add a D4 to the attack roll.
Nice. That would have been really helpful for Todd earlier, but
Insane.
Or a saving throw, yeah. So you get both, so. And with +8 Constitution now, thanks to his aura, and a +4 with Bless, I don't see Bless dropping anytime soon.
yeah, I hope not. That would be
Yeah.
really unfortunate.
But now that I said that, it probably will.
Yeah,
Anyway, so...
stop jinxing yourself. Why are you jinxing yourself?
I got flash.
Well, you do have that. That's true. And on that note, Zack is going to look at the patron and hit him with a Hexblade's curse
Okay. Ballsy.
and end his turn.
That's old move, Con. Let's see how it works out for him.
Alright. What does that bring us around to? Where's Megan in all this?
Megan.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's Megan's turn.
She says, for a second I thought we weren't going to get to fight you. As she... Where is it? Her list is longer now. God damn it.
Well, actually... Sorry, back up one sec.
Okay.
Back up one sec. Hexblade, yeah, story-wise, it's not as... Alright, never mind. I'm not going to Hexblade's curse.
Okay.
Oh.
No, I thought about it. I'm going to do something different later. Alright, go ahead.
Alright, she says her badass line. And then and as she says that, she summons her aura and her wings. And she kind of does a fly up and over this way to land here and attack with advantage. Booming longsword.
Bad feeling about that circle of death.
It's fine. It's been in like 6 of the places we visited today. 26 to hit.
Aww. He cast shield.
Oh,
It does not hit anymore.
okay. Cool. Still, it probably looks cool, so I'm sure Megan's happy.
Oh yeah, as Megan charges at him with her her wings. Actually, what do her wings look like? Are they like fairy type wings? Are they like wings of light?
They're wings of light, but they're in the general shape of something with feathers. You just don't see the individual feathers, really.
Okay. So yeah, as she's going down, he just kind of a shield sphere kind of just appears around him as she slams into it and then stops the attack.
Alright, she will God, that was a really high roll. She's gonna kind of push against the shield, but she's not gonna like do anything else yet.
Okay. So is that her turn, or?
Yeah, that's her turn.
Alright, it is now Lloyd's turn. Lloyd takes the Misty Steps away.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. I forgot he has this little ability. He's not going to do that just yet. He is going to use... Oh, why did you not save the choice? Here it is. I clicked on something random. He didn't do a stealth check.
He's not gonna hide and run away.
He, as he sees her wings, he just kind of chuckles ever so slightly as wings, black wings, sprout from his back.
Cool.
Jesus.
And as he does that, Megan, Todd, Igo, and Zack all make a charisma saving throw. But Todd and Igo... Well, hold on. Todd and Igo have +5. Actually, all of us have +5 on our saving throws. So you can add more if you'd like. For Todd or for Igo. If you were going to do your flash of brilliance.
Would you say charisma?
Yep.
Okay.
So I got 18.
Megan got a 9 total with the bonus. That's not good.
Okay.
What is it? Just a straight roll +5.
Well, it's whatever your charisma saving throw +5. So Zack adds 5 to your saving throw. He's within 10.
Todd gets 21.
Charisma.
Okay, he's fine. And I'm sorry, would you say 2 what?
3 plus 5 plus 8.
So 8.
Yeah.
Oh, so we got 8 total?
You got an 8 total because he has
Okay.
-2 to charisma.
So at that, Igo and Megan, right? Megan
Yeah.
only got a, how much?
9.
4.
9.
Or 9.
Yeah.
9. So Megan and Igo are frightened of him until the end of his next turn.
Which actually makes sense for Megan, even without the evil aura thing, because, like, she's never fought anybody else with this power before.
True. And as he does that, he will... Nope, not that one, not that one, not that one. Oh, yeah, here we go. He cast... yeah, he can do it that level. He cast the Arms of Hadar.
Oh, cool.
Tendrils of dark energy erupt from him and batter all creatures within 10 feet of him. Each creature in the area must make a strength saving throw, which, by the way, let me double check something. I believe... Okay, never mind. Frighten is only ability checks and attack rolls. Okay. So, make a... Where'd it go? Strength saving throw. So the same people make strength saving throw this time.
Alright. Todd gets...
Ooh.
Does he still get the thing from the other thing?
Yeah, yeah. Everyone still gets +5
So he
to their saving throws.
gets 15 then. Which is probably just too low. Megan gets a 14. Yeah, okay.
So +2 is 7, and that is 12. That's the same as Zack's roll.
That ain't good, man.
What did everybody else get?
We got low.
Yeah.
So what did I go get?
You got 12.
Yeah,
okay.
nobody got above 15.
So all 4 of them take 27 necrotic damage.
Right.
Now, granted, Megan and Zack both have resistance against necrotic.
Okay. 27,
because
you
they're
said?
erased. So 13 damage to Megan and Zack. 27 to the other 2.
Alright, Todd's dead again.
Oh no!
And then on that note, that ends Lloyd's turn.
Alright. I will drop concentration on Entangle. Because there's no point in having it up if he's not caught in it.
Okay.
And I will... God, what do I want to do? Why are you guys all so close to him?
Well, Zack was already close to him.
Well,
So.
yeah, but that's Zack's problem.
And then Igo is protecting.
funny enough, I completely forgot we all should have been adding D4s to our saving throws.
Well,
So-
just
Well, Megan and Zack could have. Well, it wouldn't have mattered. Even a max saving throw wouldn't have put us above the spell save DC.
okay.
So, I do have to technically roll a Constitution check. I am fine
Okay.
Okay.
to maintain bless. So,
Alright, okay, what's my thought? I am going to, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level, which gives me 4 blasts. Fire them, so
Okay.
that misses. I assume that also, god damn it.
yes. Even with D4s, they still miss.
15.
Still misses.
God, screw you, dice.
Do none of them... Does it do half damage on a miss? I
No,
forget.
they're just attack rolls.
Alright. Well,
Since we were talking for like 6 hours back there, I'll use my bonus action to reactivate my armor, I guess.
okay.
And then I'll like move up behind him, like kind of over here.
You say he's missing the green one in the crowd, right?
The green... What, the mask?
Yeah, he's missing the green. You said the green head in the crowd.
He's missing the green and the red one, because remember, Johan's still wearing the red one, and the green one's over by, like, the entrance, because I don't know if Johan stepped off of it and just moved away.
I would have like kicked it away.
So, yeah, it's just over somewhere.
Okay.
And actually, just so... Beans... He, like, kicked it, like, it's, like, over here.
Thank goodness for beans. How would we ever know where anything is?
True.
He's in green.
I know. I was gonna put a dragon there, and I'm like, well, they're all huge,
Yeah.
so never mind. Alright, Johan, is that all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Right? Dowroc.
Dowroc is going to
Turn. He's gonna flip a switch on his gun, and it's gonna turn like a lime green color. So now he is poison damage.
Okay.
And he's going to shoot him. 18, and that misses.
You get
Yeah.
blessed, too.
Oh yeah. 21.
Miss.
Oh my god.
I don't like
Let's
this
see.
guy very much.
That was a 9, so I need at least a 12. Let's do it again. There we go.
25.
Yes.
Hits. It hits.
12 piercing and 1 poison damage.
Cool.
Alright.
And then Dowroc is going to run his happy butt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 downwards.
Alright.
And then he's going to say, I go. I go. Yeah, I guess I'm going to do that.
I would ask if Igo could move from his square. After you're done. You can attack first, but just like I'm moving Zack is my... Because I'm trying to get advantage with Megan. Okay.
He got a 20. Yeah, 20.
He also has advantage because he's Zack.
Oh.
So he gets advantage as well. And well, no, he doesn't get blessed, never mind. So he just gets advantage.
26.
That hit.
26 and 11 damage.
11 damage, okay?
Force damage.
As Igo hits him, Igo takes 14 fire damage
Oh.
as the physical contact of physically touching him shot flames back and hit him.
Gross.
Whoa. I go down.
Alright, Zack's turn. He's going to shift over here, and he is going to activate his aura. And he is just going to try to slap him with his longsword with advantage, with bless. 26 to hit which hits.
I would hope so.
So it does 7 force damage. Oh, 7.
Fire armor bag at this.
And then the fire armor lashes out and hits Zack, which does 7 fire damage back at him. And then Zack strikes him again with a longsword and gets 24, which hits, and does 12. And as that one is hitting, he's going to ignite a divine smite. So 12, and then divine smite. It does an additional 9 damage, and then he takes an extra 3 damage from his aura.
Yeah, but this is all getting halved, right?
Yes. Well, the radiant is. Yes. And unfortunately, at the end of his turn, Igo and Megan also take 3 damage.
Igo is dead.
Radiant. Oh shit! I didn't know he was that hurt.
Alright, what's half of that 3?
So Megan takes 1 damage. And with that is Zack's turn. So it goes to Megan's turn, who, remember, she is frightened of Lloyd still.
Yeah.
Well, actually, hold on, let me make sure it's not.
It's at 10 feet.
Yeah, is it the end? Is it the end of their turn or at the end of your turn?
Until the end of his next turn. So, oh, sorry, and he takes fire damage again. I didn't roll the. Zack takes 9 fire damage in return for hitting him again.
Fire shield is broken as hell, man.
It doesn't even require concentration.
Yeah.
Oh, con save. Fine. Con save. Fine. Okay. So Lloyd has not had another turn yet, so Megan is frightened of him. So she has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Alright, she
as long as he sees her.
Okay, so she freaks out. She loses control a little bit and goes into a rage, and is going to swing at him with her booming longsword for just a straight roll.
Okay.
And miss terribly.
It's one of those people that punches someone and then she gets scared.
That's her turn? Or?
Yeah, that's it. She's done.
It is Lloyd's turn. So now Lloyd.
Though, when she summons her rage, something happens this time that you didn't notice before.
Oh, okay.
As her eyes kind of gloss over, spectral beings appear and begin to harass Lloyd.
Ooh, okay.
They just kind of swirl around him for a little while. And just you'll see what happens if it happens. It's probably not going to, because he's like an area effect guy, but you know.
Okay. So Lloyd does a Misty Step over here, and then lobs a fireball between Zack and Megan.
Oh, cool.
Oh my god.
Dexterity saving throw, and you get an additional +5 because Zack's within 10 feet of you.
Right. Megan gets a 9.
Zack only got a 12.
I mean,
I got max bless.
Does it matter?
Which means I got a 16 total. So 16 does not beat what he needs to beat.
Flash of genius, I had to be within 30 feet.
You're within 30 of Zack.
Oh.
You're 25 feet of him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool, so he saves.
I'll tell. I'll look at me and tell Zack. A little bit to the right.
So in that... Oh, shit. Okay. Zack takes 18 fire damage, while Megan takes 36 fire damage.
Well, she's still up at least.
Zack is up with 4 HP.
Oh my god.
Constitution saving throw.
Zack, come on, man.
Bless is fine still.
Still there. Oops. That's still there.
With that, Lloyd's done. Johan's turn.
Alright,
That kind of looks at Johan. He's just like, come on. He's like, I'm getting dragon breath and fireballed in the face. Why don't you try it?
I move over here
God.
and damn it.
How much HP does Megan have?
19. Oh no, she has 27. I was miscounting.
Okay. Oh yeah, do you have any expended spell slots, John?
Yes.
Roll a d20 for me.
Why is that bringing it up?
16.
You expended what, a second level one so far, and that's it?
I've expended a first and a third.
Okay, regain the third level spell slot.
Cool.
Whoa.
You feel a surge from the mask, and it empowers your spells. So you regain that spell slot.
Cool. Hold on. Where did I move from? I moved from there, right? I'll move here. Any more actions? And I will expend a use of wild shape to summon my friend Crispy.
Okay.
He really should be immune to fire. That should be a thing he is during this fight and never again. So
Roll a d20 when you summon him.
Okay. 14.
Crispy gains. Roll another d20 for me.
Okie dokie. 8? No, 20. That's a 20. It doesn't look like a 20, but it's a 20.
It says 20.
Yeah. Alright.
All right. Crispy's. How much is Crispy's HP?
25.
Roll a d100.
Jesus Christ.
Keep rolling.
35.
Crispy's HP increases by 35.
Whoa.
Okay. Cool.
And roll another d20 for me.
Is this just gonna be the rest of the fight? Is me rolling d20s?
No,
I'm cool.
no.
I'm cool with that.
I rolled
15.
All right. So as you summoned Crispy, the mask flares. The mask glows really bright and expands the power of the flames of Crispy. Crispy has plus 35 HP, and any damage that Crispy deals, teleports of any kind, gets doubled.
Okay. Neat.
Now you can continue.
I mean, he's not gonna be doing any of that this turn, I don't think. But cool. Thumbs up. And I kind of wish I'd done this other thing first, honestly. For my bonus action, I am going to cast Flame Blade and put the blade in my offhand.
Ooh. Okay. Double attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
You didn't know it'd be rolling this much, did you?
6.
All right, nothing happened.
That's. Well, I guess. I didn't think about that. I summon Crispy there because if he's there, he can actually blast Flame Seed. Oh no, it's range 60. I thought it was okay. That's better than I thought. So I summoned him there. Whatever. I thought. All right. So Flame Seed. 15 plus 8 to hit.
That's 23.
Yes.
Hits.
Alright, that'll do, you said double damage?
Yep. So whatever you roll, just crit damage, I guess, technically, each time.
4 plus 3, so 14 fire damage.
Okay.
And then that's my turn.
The map is still giving me issues. Where's Lloyd? Is he...
He is 15. He is 3 squares up and then 1 square to the left of you.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that well? The Megan and Zack, did they move at all?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm going to cast at second level Vortex Warp.
Ooh.
Ooh. What is this?
A really cool utility spell that I kind of wish Johan could get.
Con save of 17. I magically twist space around another creature. I can see within range. The range is 90 feet. The
Okay.
target will succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range.
Okay. So who are you aiming?
I'm aiming at Lloyd, and I'm gonna aim back into the
Oh, right back where he was.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim into the kick pit where he was.
And this is a which save?
Con save.
Okay. What's your?
17.
All right. He gets transported back into the middle.
Nice.
He's like, what the hell? All right. And then, what are you? Are you trying to get to the mask?
Yeah, I'm grabbing the mask.
All right. So you're 10 feet away. So I'll move you to the mask, and then you pick it up.
And then putting it in the bag of holding.
Okay. All right. And I goes down. So.
Yeah.
All right. There's your turn. See, we did it without a map. All right.
What's the time trying to get back in?
All right. So Zack's turn. So Zack is going to pull or lift up his sword and just kind of say a prayer and cast his channel divinity, and he reveals that his new channel divinity of Fury of the Tides on his weapon. So now, whenever he strikes, it is a water-based hit that he can then push Lloyd, and if he pushes him into somebody else, they take his charisma mod and bludgeoning damage. So he can push him into Megan, thus taking 5 extra damage, if he hits. So with that, he is going to attack and get a 27 to hit. And 11 force damage. 11. He's going to push him into Megan to do 5 bludgeoning damage. And then he does half damage, well, on his radiantness. And then he will attack again.
So like it does extra damage to Lloyd, right?
Yeah, it does.
So like,
does it to Lloyd.
I'm gonna have her kind of like see him coming at her, so she like smacks him with her shield.
Yeah, there you go. Because as long as I push the enemy into an object or another person, they deal 5 extra, or they deal my charisma mod bludgeoning damage back to him.
Okay.
So with that, so he hit the first time, missed the second. He is going to strategically. Well, I can go there, and so my aura is only going to hit Megan and not... Oh no, it's still going to hit Johan. Move up. One... The aura is such like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll take it. I don't care.
Alright, I'll just pass, and then... So Megan takes 1, Johan takes 3. And he takes the 1 extra damage. And that ends Zack's turn.
Okay.
So it goes to Megan's, who is no longer frightened.
She is going to call upon her fighting spirit to give herself extra advantage. Since she's not freaking hitting anything today.
Well, in her defense, well, the dragons, I guess, are also, but Lloyd's AC is rather good. So,
right.
Dowroc, any luck?
No.
22. She's still got bless, right?
Yep.
22.
Still got bless.
Plus.
Oh, sorry. Zach took. Ooh, I forgot. Zach took that fire damage back. Zach is down to 1 HP.
Oh, that's not good. Zach, stop getting hit, man.
Zach's like, I'm fine.
Stop hitting yourself. Okay, so 26 total to hit.
Hit.
Alright, cool. So Oh, good. Great. So 12 damage and then half of 3 radiant damage.
So, okay.
Alright, and then she's going to... Why the hell not? Action surge and swing her longsword again with super advantage.
Oh yeah, let me do my... Okay, yeah, I'm still fine.
19,
Bless!
21.
Misses.
Okay. Jesus.
It is Lloyd's turn now.
Cool.
Lloyd is going to use his Arms of Hadar again at a lower level.
Okay.
So, Zack and... Well, Zack's down because he only had 1 HP. And then Megan makes a strength saving throw. But she technically would have the +5 until Zack would have failed, so...
Okay, so 19 then?
Oh. And bless.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's still technically active until Zack would fall down.
21.
He takes 6. Well, let me... 6 necrotic, then half to 3. So 3 necrotic damage.
Cool.
And that ends Lloyd's turn. Johan's turn.
Oh, fuck you, man.
Nick, any luck?
No.
I don't know. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close everything and then reopen it and see if maybe like the link or something maybe to the map is gonna refresh. I don't know. Worth a shot.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
We're back.
We're back.
Oh, okay, cool.
This app sucks.
Alright, Dowroc's turn.
That was like playing Skyrim.
3, 4,
Shoot him.
5. He's gonna move.
Shoot him.
He's gonna shoot him. Crit.
Yes!
Ooh.
Kill him. Well, kill the thing in him. I mean, kill him if you have to, like, to end this, but, like, try not to. And just kill the thing inside. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage, man. You're gonna need to put some flex tape on that.
Was that
Piercing.
28 damage?
20 piercing and 8.
Jesus Christ.
Acid.
As you hit Lloyd, he turns around and looks at you, doesn't like it, and casts a hellish rebuke back at you.
Yeah, that's right. You felt that the last time too. I bet you did.
And so as he cast it, Dowroc in return make a dex saving throw.
Be like the wind, good dwarf.
You do not have
Okay.
buffs other than yourself, so 9.
Yeah.
So the damage back is there. It is. He equally returns and deals 27 fire damage back to you.
Can I do that at the same time? Is it a reaction to turn my thing on?
Yeah, you can use absorb elements anytime you take the triggering damage as a reaction.
Okay. We gotta do 27, you said? Stupid. Okay, I'm just gonna mark it on. 27.5 damage is
13.
okay. Ooh.
With that, well, it's still your turn. You still get another shot.
Another shot. I still have another shot.
Yeah.
Quote Robin Hood Heights.
Get another crit. Ah.
Almost. 25. Alright,
Yeah.
hit.
14 piercing, 4 poison, 4 fire. I
Okay.
guess. He's gonna be immune to it. I guess. I don't know.
He's not immune to it now. He doesn't have the red dragon's
Oh,
magic
this
for
was
one.
fire. Yeah, that's right.
Does he
All right.
does he seem to be harmed by it at all?
Yeah, he gets harmed by it.
Okay, cool, good. Because I'm about to hit him with a buttload of fire, and when my turn comes back around.
Crispy is gonna crispy.
Megan's turn.
Hasn't set her shield floating, I don't think, this fight. So she'll do that. Grip the sword in both hands and attack with advantage.
She doesn't have advantage anymore.
Oh, yeah, well, okay, hold on then. God damn it. Right, because, yeah, alright. God dang it, Zack, man. Get up. She misses.
Somebody has to heal me for me to get up unless I crit a death saving throw. Oh, actually, I didn't death save throw. What is... I've never done it. Dowroc, you've died enough times. What's the death saving throw?
What?
Is it just a D20?
What?
Death save throw.
Yeah, it's just a roll of d20.
It's a 10 or higher. You,
Failed one. Alright.
God damn it. Zack, stop dying.
Megan, she done?
Yeah, I guess. God damn it. Trying to think.
Alright,
I could have.
cool.
I guess I could have technically gotten advantage, but I was stupid and thought I had it.
Alright.
Yeah, it's fine,
Lloyd.
whatever.
Lloyd moves over here and attack with his flail against Megan. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It does 15 bludgeoning damage
what is this?
and 10 fire damage as it hits her.
Alright, so it does 7 bludgeoning damage, 10 fire damage.
And that is Lloyd's turn.
Where'd he go? Oh,
That hurt.
Oh, and three necrotic, so 1 necrotic damage to
That
her.
hurt a lot, man. Don't do that again. Okay.
That was as the flail struck her. It like ignited in flame for a second as the strike hit. Your turn, or Johan. Yeah, your turn.
All right. Gonna run past the corpses of all my friends, and as I do, I'm going to speak a healing word at Zack.
Yay! Ugh.
You get up with 11 HP,
Woo!
and then as I step past,
I am alive.
as I step past evil Decaloid, I'm gonna stab back at him with my flame blade.
Okay.
Where are you, flame blade? There you are, flame blade. With advantage, I would assume, because where Megan's at.
Yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
Alright. 25 to hit
Hits.
for only 8 damage. Cool. And then Crispy's going to fly up here and do a fiery teleport. Boop us all over here.
And that's a dex saving throw on him,
Yes,
right?
dex saving throw. DC 16.
He fails his saving throw.
Okay, cool. Love that.
I don't know.
So 12 damage with the doubling from that you mentioned earlier.
Alright. And that's your turn, right?
Yes.
Dowroc's turn.
And the fire shield would go off, but it like doesn't hurt me, so it doesn't matter. God, if I'm the last person standing against this guy, I'm gonna be very cross with all of you.
So Amulet of the Drunkard, is that an action?
No, it's just when you drink.
Okay.
So if you,
Say
I-
is taking
I
something.
mean, you're interacting with an item, so you can do it during, like, you get a free action or a object interaction.
Yeah.
So technically, you can just do it.
Now our this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
44 plus 4. Damage.
Greater healing, man.
Then Dowroc is going to go. Who's the most hurt? Zack. Or
He has like
Zack's got 11.
yeah. Megan has also 11. So your dealer's choice, I guess.
I'm going to use second level Cure Wounds on Zack.
Ooh. Okay.
That's what he's running over there to do. Just cover fire and heal Zack. So 15 health.
Sweet. Appreciate it. Okay.
You just,
Back up to 26.
yeah.
That's Dowroc's turn.
Yeah, that's Dowroc's turn.
I just realized, guys, we're this is basically like the Power Rangers episodes with the evil Green Ranger.
We're fighting the frog guy who absorbed 4 of the or 3 of the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So Zack is. I don't really want to rush too fast in. They'll just probably die again.
Yeah, because that flames keep exploding off of this asshole. How long does
Zack
that last?
10 minutes.
God, that is such a broken spell. I can't wait until I get
Yes.
it.
Armor.
It is a. Huh?
Was it Fire Armor of Agathis or something like that?
No, it's fire shield.
Yeah,
You can either do 2d8 fire or 2d8 cold.
Yeah.
If anything within 5 feet hits you with a melee.
Oh, that's cool.
And there's no concentration.
yeah, it's just a thing
That's
that.
the insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. So Zack is going to take one of his old tricks and shoot fairy fire at him.
Cool. Love that.
Thinking, well, maybe there's a better chance, and I'm not going to run up next to him. So let's see.
We're all in a group again.
One day we'll get through another fight without Todd going down.
Wow.
We're gonna get fireball to the face again.
As the figure is outlined in blue, because Lloyd is technically the thing that's outlined in blue, you kind of see flashes of his face, and again, it kind of looks like Zack during the tournament, where you can tell he doesn't really want to be doing what he's doing. And then, with that, let's see, I don't think I have any. I already did that. I'm not gonna do that. He will, honestly, he's just gonna move like here. And then that's gonna be his turn. So it's, Megan's turn.
She's gonna kind of let go of the sword with one hand and point her open hand at him and shoot a magic missile blast. So,
Okay.
2 plus 4 damage. And
Okay. That's our turn.
yeah.
It is Lloyd's turn.
Oh no, wait, she can't do that. She's still raging, isn't she? Why did I think her rage was done? It's not.
I don't know.
It's not, right? How long have we been? How many rounds have we been going?
It's not been a minute.
Okay.
I'll tell you that.
I had a counter up. And I closed it. Why did I? For some reason.
Have you
Damn it.
have you taken damage? Did you take damage last turn with her?
Did I?
Because if you didn't, she lost her rage.
Well, she's still attacked.
Oh, I thought you like had to take damage or something like that for the rage to stay on.
No, I have to either make an attack or be attacked.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, okay. So never mind. I don't do that then, I guess.
Okay.
Do we know how many rounds it's been? So I want to put my counter back up.
I don't know the exact. I think we're at like 5 or so, but I can't tell you for 100% fact.
That's
On the double.
That's fine.
I think it's like 5.
95 left.
So she's just gonna be a dumbass and run up to him, I guess.
Okay.
Try to smash him in the face, even though she's taking a buttload of damage every time she does that.
How much HP does she have? You know she's gonna fire shield in the face, right?
I know, it's fine. She,
Okay.
yeah, I think that's, no. Stupid. This site's stupid. She's going to, focus her fighting spirit, which gives her 5 temp hit points and advantage on her next attack, so she gets advantage plus
Advantage
2.
plus 2. Okay.
Which she gets a lot,
do it.
I guess.
Right.
Crack. Crack.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Come on. 28 to hit,
Hits.
which is not a crit, unfortunately. Oh, come on. And
All right.
and then she takes however much fire shield does. What does fire shield do?
It does. Where you at? Where you at? And right here.
She kind of.
Oh,
God.
15
Okay.
fire damage.
She kind of screams with like enraged, like almost desperate. She sounds desperate. It doesn't really sound like she's having fun this time. And when she runs up and hits him, and then the flames blast her, but she is still standing.
still staying with one
With one
H
one HP.
E. Give Megan some inspiration.
I mean, all right, Megan gets inspiration, sure.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Well,
The patron smacks her in the face with a flail.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Oh,
He attacks and... Oh my god, the fate of time. Crit miss.
yeah.
Okay. Do I get to do anything for that? Do I get to explode?
Why would you explode?
Because I'm like, do I get like an opportunity attack and then I explode?
But I still don't understand. Oh, you mean because
Yeah.
of fire shield?
Yeah.
Yes, you get an opportunity attack.
Right, so entirely on reflex, she's going to strike him and crit.
Yeah.
What?
Alright. Okay.
What is happening?
18 damage.
Okay. And in return, she takes enough damage to go down. Because she has, obviously, at least 1 HP.
Yep.
Oh, God. Megan, you beast.
She isn't one to stop fighting. Oh, those last 2 hits actually should have done another 2 damage apiece. I'm stupid and keep forgetting that. Rage damage.
Alright. With that awesome turn, it's Johan's turn.
Yeah, he's pissed off. So he's gonna run right up to Evil Green Ranger Lloyd, and as he goes, he's going to swing his Ironwood short sword with a that works. Okay, just double checking. With a booming blade, you can see the greens. It's not shillelied right now, but the green swirls still appear as he goes to swing.
Okay.
Advantage, come on, man. 21 to hit.
Misses.
Alright. Do I have a bonus action that'll help me here? Yeah, I'll Megan gets back up, she's just gonna die again. What's everybody's health looking like?
I have 26. Well, Zack has 26.
Dowroc. That's 20s.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Dowroc, no offense to you, Dowroc, but you are a ranged fighter.
Whoa.
And this guy has a frickin' flame shield.
Shots fired.
Well,
Shots fired.
nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying you don't need up close HP right now. So I'm gonna
Taking this as a
cast
attack.
I'm gonna bonus action cast a healing word at Zack. He recovers 9 HP.
Taking that
Okay.
personal challenge against my character, and I will Misty Step to the other side of Lloyd, and I will attack him twice with advantage.
Better
With my
freaking not,
fist.
man.
Are you actually
God. Okay. Now Crispy's gonna fly up and
It's cool, Johan.
fly up kind of above Johan, and
Okay.
fiery teleport us back again.
That's a deck saving throw.
Yep.
He succeeds. Like,
Oh.
does not get damaged,
Okay.
is the word I was looking. Okay.
Why,
Alright.
Cool.
why is he blue?
'Cause he's
That's the fairy fire from Zack.
Oh.
There it is now. Dowroc's turn.
Down.
shoot him.
Run here.
Punch him.
He's gonna put himself between him and Lloyd, Zack and Lloyd, so Lloyd doesn't have a chance to attack Zack with the fire up.
Okay.
He's gonna shoot him with the fifth element.
I feel like he does that a lot.
He does.
24.
Hits.
1 acid damage.
Alright.
Nice.
8.
Hit.
1 acid damage.
Ah, it stings.
11.
And he's gonna ask, "What's your name?" So I know what to put.
What, on your tombstone?
So I can mark it in my book the next time I meet you. Next time I meet you.
Are you actually trying to ask his name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll ask, do you want it to succeed?
What?
If that makes any sense.
Oh. That's up to you.
He does not say... He doesn't say anything in return to you.
Okay.
Jerk.
He just kind of points back at you and slams you with a hellish rebuke again.
Jesus Christ. Can do that multiple times.
Well, there's spell slots. He can just...
Yeah.
You take 11 fire damage.
Ooh. Speakers.
And then, as of that, it is now Zack's turn. Well, or Dowroc, you done, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as of that, it is Zack's turn. And Zack is gonna take a... wait, no he's not. Never mind. I do want to run up to him. I really just want to run up to him. I'm gonna run up to him.
Gross.
You gave me hit points because you said I'm a ranged or a melee fighter.
Yeah, but you didn't have to then go waste them all.
But what do you mean? I have 35 health. I'm okay. All right. As I run up foolishly, I am going to attack. Well, I'm actually. Where's the map? Okay, now. I am going to run up and attack it with my longsword. Oh no. Don't waste it. No, you should have done the Kaiba with
That's what I was trying to do that. I was trying to look for the title on this.
Don't waste it. Life shield. Pay half my life points. What? But if you remember, it worked out well for him.
Okay,
All right,
well,
so
kill him then.
Zack runs up and attacks with advantage against him. 20, so misses. So he doesn't take fire shield damage. Plus, yay. Enjoy the little things. That one does hit though. 26.
No, fire shield plus fellowship. What a
Huh?
dick. I said fire shield plus hellish rebuke. What a dick.
Yeah, I know, right? Because the fire shield's not even a reaction either, so it just passive damage back. So you can do that and a hellish rebuke at the same time.
Oh.
So as Zack hits, he is going to ignite another divine smite. It doesn't do full damage, but it just makes him feel better.
You know what's really fun? Fire shield on a barbarian.
As he hits and strikes,
What?
what are you saying yeah for? You think it's done? He does a hellish rebuke back at Zack and the fire shield damage.
What?
Well, no, sorry, he can't hellish rebuke. He already did his reaction.
Yeah.
He can fire shield though, so he fire shields back at him. And so Zack takes 12 fire damage back. Oh, whoops. Oh my god. I keep dealing myself damage on accident instead of... Never mind. Okay. So as Zack hits him that time, that ends his turn. So it jumps to Lloyd's turn.
Oh no.
So Lloyd takes a flail and swings it at Zack. He hits with said flail.
Wait.
That's
What
Zack.
is it?
That's Zack
Well,
down probably.
I say silvery barbs.
Okay.
Okay. It is a crit fail. So with that, Zack gets an opportunity attack back. So he will do another attack.
Crit it.
He doesn't crit, but he hits, and does 9 force damage, and he will ignite another Divine Smite. Where is... there it is. For 18, not really 18, but damage of Radiance.
Really?
Well, because he's got resistance to... So, as Zack strikes back and hits the figure and ignites his blade, well, I guess technically because it's a shadowy, like, spirit, it's a key blade now, so I guess it just inflames with blue. It hits him and drops him.
Cool.
Congratulations, you beat him.
Where's Zack? Where's Lloyd?
Oh, so Lloyd is... So for now, actually I don't actually have his other thing up. So I'm just gonna say, okay, that's a small person. Never mind.
What are you talking about? Dowroc's a small person.
No, I mean that was like a small person. Alright, I'm just gonna do that guy.
Okay.
Random shadow guy.
Yes, brother.
There we go. Oh, there we go. Okay. So he falls, because I'll get a picture. So, but as he falls to the ground, the flames kind of, the shadowy flames disappear from him, and as he hits the ground, the crown falls off of his head and splits into the 3 other dragon masks that it was used to make it. And he is unconscious.
I'll walk over and kick the masks away, kind of over into like the top middle part of the map.
Okay.
And then I'll do a medicine check on him to see if he's alive and stabilize him if he is, hopefully.
Okay. Well, Zack will just do a healing hands on him.
Okay, well, I failed horribly anyway, so...
Oh, okay, so Zack does healing hands and heals him for 10 damage.
Checking on me.
I will then...
Well, Zack, actually, first off, before checking on Lloyd, Zack's going to cast the aid spell, and he's going to give Megan, Todd, and Igo 5 extra max HP and increase their HP by 5, so they all come back up.
Okay.
So they only have it for 8 hours, so they just have to heal before the 8 hours is up.
Cool.
Or they drop back down, so... then I'll healing hands Lloyd.
But they'd be asleep by the end of that 8 hours, right? If we take a long rest, and they'll be recover anyway, right?
Yeah, if they long rest, they're fine. But they had to long rest like immediately, so you would just use like a cure wounds on them or something. But now they're all just back up. So, yeah, heal Lloyd, bring him back up. He kind of slowly opens his eyes and just kind of looks up at us all as we're, Avengers style standing over him like, ha, we won.
Yeah, let's go get some shawarma now.
Alright, now what?
I am going to... I'm going to ask Dowroc if I can borrow the bag real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, you go. Yeah, it's not mine. It's anybody.
I know.
As the final blow hit, the flail was destroyed
Okay.
Oh,
because you're not going to loot a legendary item.
we had it the whole time.
I know you did. I know you did.
I'll walk over and I'll pick up the masks that I kicked away and I'll put them in the bag.
Okay.
And then I'm going to end my attunement to the red dragon mask. And I'm going to put it in the bag too.
Okay.
And
Green
I mean that's going to take me a minute. So like, do what you would.
Okay. So I will help Lloyd to his feet. as he's kind of, you can tell that he's very, very tired and worn out from what has just occurred. And Zack just kind of picks him up and he's just like, I know how you feel. That happened to me not long ago, so how are you feeling? And he just kind of answers, well, in a way, I feel relieved. I don't feel him inside of me after you hit me like that. And I know it might even be temporary, but it's a relief at least. And he just kind of, kneels back down.
Megan kind of gives him a half-hearted punch in the shoulder. And she's like, you weren't kidding about being strong.
And he looks at her and he's just like, well, I mean, yes, while some of those abilities were mine, I mean, they were definitely enhanced, so I doubt I could actually beat you all on my own without his power. But
Johan says from across the room, to be fair, you didn't beat us all with his power either. But then I'll finish putting the masks away, and I'll come over here and I'll cast a cure wounds on him with my other 3rd level slot. Giving back another 18.
He just kind of stands back up a little bit more refreshed.
So
And he looks around at everyone, kind of scans everybody. Let me situate him a little bit better. So he's like, I don't know how to thank you for what you've done.
Well, I think step 1 would be we need to find you someone or some place to go where you can get help with whatever this is. You and Zack both, I think, because if you guys intend to keep your warlock powers, I think we need to find you a different patron, and that means ensuring that this one is forced out permanently.
Zack nods.
good patrons.
Oh yeah, sure. So Johan actually says that yes, yeah, sure. The Fae that live in the wilds that intersect most closely with my home region, they often act as patron for warlocks within my clan, and they tend to be at worst neutral, and at best they could even be helpful and benevolent.
Zack chimes in and says there's also a couple of deities that actually can act as patrons as well. He's like, there are a couple of holy ones that actually Gadwin back in Lake Town was telling me about. So I'm interested in trying to pursue maybe one of them once I fully regain myself.
The question is, what do we do about this? It would take someone extremely powerful to force a patron this strong to release their grip on you.
And Zack kind of says, well, we're not far from, I know our original plan to go to the wizard town was to ask him for help for the dragon mask, but now since our situation has evolved in the way it has, maybe he would be able to help us with our current situation.
Not a bad idea. I wouldn't mind meeting this guy anyway, since so many others already have.
Yes.
Yeah, it turns people into angels. We gotta investigate that.
Megan kind of looks at you, and then just kind of decides not to say anything.
Zack goes over to Lloyd, and Lloyd still being kind of hurt, he kind of puts him, over, not his shoulder, but he's like, kind of helping him walk as he's walking, and Lloyd looks at Zack and he says, I know it doesn't make you feel any better, but just know that during that time 10 years ago, you did not kill anybody in the village. He's like, I know it doesn't help because I know you burned and destroyed your home, but you were not the one that slain your parents or anything like that. And it kind of, a subtle sigh of relief, but still guilt still kind of falls over Zack, but he looks at him and says, I appreciate that.
And Dowroc's like kind of looking at Zack and looking at Lloyd as they're face to face now. It's like,
You do notice a slight resemblance between them now that Lloyd is not using a disguise spell.
someone else seen?
As you say this, you hear noises coming back from where the elevator left, and it rose back up and opened its door again.
Slamming the door again, and Dowroc's like, Jesus Christ.
And Zack kind of looks at everybody and he says, I guess we better get going then.
Yeah, I think regardless, we could use another night's sleep. Assuming that the base of the tower is open, maybe we could even camp out inside the lower level. It would offer pretty good shelter, assuming the place won't reset itself overnight.
Lloyd looks at you and kind of says, unfortunately, I don't know the answer. I wish I could help, but I know that when I came in here earlier, I know it reset when you guys got here, but I don't know what the rules are on it. I mean, it seemed to just be you had to pass the runes of the 5 colors, but I don't know.
And I start walking. I'm like, I guess we'll have to go sleep in the stupid outside with only rocks and no trees.
And Zack looks at Johan. He's like, isn't that kind of like, well, I guess no trees. I was going to say, are you used to the outside?
Yeah, with trees.
As you enter the elevator, the door slams shut, and that concludes today's adventure.
Cool.
Dowroc says, can't wait to tell Bryn I killed 5 dragons.
It was all you, because we know Johan just burrowed down into the ground. Yep. As they start itching at each other.
I didn't even get to use my cool fire sword on anybody today.
You used it on Lloyd.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, hit better.
Then he backlashed me, and I was just like, oh, I don't like that.
As you're in the elevator, you do benefit from a long rest.
Okay, cool. So
that includes pretty much the story portion of my arc. So
that was fun. What would you guys do without Johan around to talk down all the bad guys?
I mean, did you talk him down?
I mean, kinda. Just because somebody brain controlled him doesn't mean I didn't talk him down.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
I mean, I could have tried to talk down the patron too, but his name was literally Evil Patron, so I didn't expect it to work.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna give you a name of him, so, and he wasn't gonna offer that information up freely.
So when Zack's hit that guy and his sword shattered, it wasn't just, to get like the new E-blade. It was really because that in getting his divine smite back, it signified breaking the ties with the patron. And so because he's a hexblade, it worked through the weapon more often. I mean, he empowered him, obviously, with powers, but it also empowered the weapon. So when it shattered, it was kind of symbolizing him shattering the ties with the patron. So basically, that's kind of the general thing of his little... That's the whole point of it shattering, not just to, like I said, get a new sword. So, where we left off, you guys were in the elevator. So, as the elevator is going down, there's a few minutes of it going down, so if you want to have any type of conversation or if you just want it to go down, then just wait till you get to the bottom.
I don't really have much to say, I don't think. I think I'm mostly just exhausted.
Okay.
From the almost dying multiple times.
Johan was pretty alright most of the fight, wasn't he?
I'm fairly certain if he had been hit like even once, he would have just gone down.
Well, he was immune to fire at least, so.
That's true, he was.
I'm assuming.
That's why I was trying to get it set up so like I could get in and do some melee, take some of the melee pressure off of everybody. but he ended up going down just a little too fast for that.
I mean, he had so just for DM knowledge, so I upped his HP. So his HP was technically only like, I don't know, was it like 70 or something? I gave him 250. So I figured that'd be a good boss number. So I mean, I think he did pretty well. I didn't want to like make him overpowered, but I knew having player HP, like kind of like the last time, if Zack would have just crit him in the face and smited him, he would have taken him almost down at a hit. So I was like, I need to buff his HP, especially since sorcerers get really low hit die.
They really do. It's kind of a shame since there aren't. It's not like it's impossible to make a melee sorcerer build.
Oh yeah, no. Well, I don't remember what the name is, but the sorcerer paladin one, the sorcerer, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's a huge one, which I thought about, but I was like, no. All right, so you guys make it to the bottom of the elevator. You guys kind of stumble out a little bit because, you guys aren't really doing too well. Hot. I think I remember you guys mentioning you were thinking about doing like a rest or something at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're able to, so when you get back down to the bottom, the runes you notice are not lighting up. They're still just like the dim the same way. So you get down to the bottom, the door to the front opens from where you walked in, but it doesn't shut or nothing else is kind of going on. So it seems like it's a fairly safe place to rest for the night if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think we might as well. It's like built-in shelter. So
yeah. So, Dowroc, you wanting to do anything or? But I assume the map. Oh, go ahead, sir.
Oh, I was going to turn to Lloyd. Did you find a Tyrannosaurus Rex or a big lizard when you came here?
He just kind of. I did not. Being alone makes it much easier to be invisible to creatures, and so I thankfully avoided everybody.
It was quite a sight, I must say. I've never seen anything like it.
Were you guys able to actually take it down?
Oh yeah, I got the tooth right here.
He seems quite impressed with that. He's like, wow, I'm impressed. I didn't. I mean, I know they don't take much to take down, but I know they hit like a truck. Well, hit like I guess not a truck. They don't have trucks. Hit like a ton of bricks. There we go.
Yeah, Zack took a brutal tail whip from that guy.
Yeah, Zack's like, he chimes in. He's like, well, I took the tail whip from the T-Rex. I took a dragon breath to the face from 4 of the 5 dragons. And I went down like 2 or 3 times fighting you. As he points to Lloyd. But yeah, I need some more defensiveness.
That's what you get for fighting up close all the time. If I could help it, I never would.
Well, and Zack turns to Megan. It's like, well, at least she's kind of similar to me now. So at least there's 2 of us running up. And then actually, Zack will ask how Megan's doing.
I really wasn't sure we were going to make it out of there, honestly. Yeah, I've never really been in a fight that serious before, I don't think. It was something to think about, but at the end of the day, it was still enjoyable in its own way. I do think I have to think about it, though. If there are dangers like that out there, maybe I'm in the wrong place.
Are you talking about potentially leaving?
Yeah, I don't know. If there are people out there with that kind of power, then I think I want to seek them out.
Well, I mean, we're going to Wizard Town next. I mean, I know it's not far, but you're more than welcome to come with us.
We gotta come up with another name.
I know, Wizard Town.
But it's a town where a wizard lives. Of course it's a wizard town.
Maybe when we meet, Trevor will understand why it's called Wizard Town. Maybe there's a reason behind it.
No, she says, I'll go along. I am still your guide. If you're going deeper in, then I should guide you at least that far.
That's fair.
You can tell, though, she's she's really having trouble putting her feelings into words.
Mm-hmm.
Like she kind of thought her life was pretty simple. The people are mostly, you know, people, and the dangers come from the creatures around her. But she didn't really expect that there could be a humanoid thing with so much power. And it's got her thinking about what other dangers could arise and how much power she might be able to wield.
You guys benefit from a long rest while we're doing this, so you can reset everything. So as the
Well, since
go
the
ahead.
Dowroc says, well, since the quote unquote danger is taken care of for now, I would like to go back for Bryn and get my armor, and then we can head down to the wizard town together.
Zack says, I'm good with doing that if you guys are.
Sure.
I mean, I doubt we'd find anything too dangerous that we couldn't take down now that we got, you know, a party of 5 people.
5 people, and he looks at Lloyd.
And Lloyd just kind of like looks at the ground. He doesn't really acknowledge it. And then I guess we'll ask Megan. I was like, do you mind if we travel back outside of Dragon Country? Do we have to do anything special in order to get you as a guide again, or can we just, you know, go with us to do it?
Yeah, as long as I'm with you, I can let them know that we're planning to head back in after a short stop back.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe we can pick up anything last minute we would need in town as well.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So, you guys travel back to town. So, nothing exciting happens on the way there. So, you guys re-arrive in Lake Town.
Talks into the temple to find Bryn.
Okay. As you know, the temple, you don't see anybody in the immediate big area inside the temple.
Bryn, you here?
You don't hear anything?
No.
That seems unfortunate. I'll I'm just gonna assume I tagged along. I'll do a perception check to see if I can hear or smell anything interesting.
Okay.
Might indicate where somebody might be.
Okay.
26.
Okay. You definitely notice something behind or outside the temple, but behind it.
All right. I'll say, Dowroc, you should keep looking around in here. If you, I'll summon Beans and put Beans on his shoulder, and I say, if Beans starts croaking, that means that I've found something.
Ooh. Okay.
And I'll go and check that out, I guess.
The next place that they would think, Dowroc would think of would be the tavern. So he's going to go check the tavern out, see if she's there.
Okay. So Dowroc goes to the tavern. Johan goes to the back. In the back of or behind the temple, I should say, is just a group of people from the village kind of doing like a big cookout style thing in the back. About 30 of them kind of congregated into one little spot. Looks like all members of the temple.
Interesting. What are they cooking?
They're cooking like animal. They're not cooking Bren. If that's
Just
not
wanted to
going to
make
end
sure.
it on a dark. Not going to end it on a dark note.
Just wanted to make sure.
So
I'll ask if they've seen her then.
They go, oh yeah, Bren. She's at the she went to the tavern.
Okay.
So then Dowroc, as you enter the tavern, you kind of look around and you notice a bunch of noise going on in the corner. Then you look over and you see Gadwin and his crew sitting there. And next to them, you see Bryn.
Bryn, I'm back.
She turns and sees you and then runs up to you and gives you a hug.
Or
As Johan is walking towards the tavern now, He kind of shakes his head and kind of says under his breath, I think I'm becoming even too paranoid for myself.
Orc, Captain, what are you guys still doing here?
He's like, oh, we were just hanging out for a few more days.
Oh,
We figured we would just stick around and kind of keep an eye on her while you were gone, or kind of made a point of it.
well, that deserves a round.
So you buy rounds for everyone. Nothing else significant kind of happens. He just kind of tells you about some of the stuff that she's been doing in town just the last few days. Mainly just kind of reading the notes that you have given her and kind of just doing basic things and trying to learn what she can.
When Dowroc is gonna show her make the hologram out of like a table salt or something like that of the giant lizard that he fought, and show her the teeth.
And you could just see her eyes get wider and wider as she sees it in excitement.
Show that the dragon repeated dragon blast to Zack.
He's fine.
Should I reshare Nick's post of Frank 2 of being caught on fire and just? But yeah, he's like, I'm fine. So yeah,
the dragon. We beat them all though, and we got a new friend out of it. So
Lloyd's not with you at the moment in the bar, or in the tavern. But she's like, oh, you did? Well, or Megan, I guess, because I don't know who you're referring to.
well, new friends, I guess, friends.
Yeah, Megan would be here. She's probably off drinking somebody under a table somewhere.
Probably. He's like, oh, I didn't know
she here.
Dragon Walker
She here.
came to a lake town with us.
Yeah, she would have followed you. She doesn't. This is technically still on her. On like the
duty.
on like the well, this is like at the very end of the area that the guards from Dragon Watch cover. So this is someplace she would have been before, but she wouldn't get out this far very often.
Gotcha.
So she would have been excited for the opportunity.
So while you're here, Dowroc, you do pay a visit to the armorer, or the blacksmith, I guess technically, and he does provide you with the armor completed.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Did you already paid or didn't pay? I forget.
I did pay already.
Okay, I thought you did.
I think we were in the city before. I think it's the city before the river, or the city after, and then in the middle between the Dragon Watch is where I bought the armor.
Oh yeah, that's right. You bought the pieces of it. Yeah, that's right.
And then had him.
Yeah, finish it basically, or create it while we were gone.
Yeah.
Okay. And that was just a mithril, right? Just so you don't have stealth disadvantage.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if we can. Let me see.
I'm assuming all the masks are just in the bag of holding.
Yeah, they're all in the bag of holding.
Okay, I figured as much.
Yeah, Johan's actually going to say, well, I'm glad that we got everything we came here for. I do think we should head back as soon as possible, though. We don't want to hang on to these things any longer than we absolutely have to.
Zack agrees. Lloyd kind of just he kind of nods, but he stays silent, but not in a negative way. You can just tell that the mask had caused him a lot of pain.
Yeah.
So, well, Dowroc, you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. You said we're bringing Bryn with us this time, right?
Yeah, we're bringing Bryn this time.
All right. So as you kind of head up to the cart, or you start heading out of town. Well, are we bringing the cart now? Because we didn't before, remember?
Oh.
What, into the valley?
We didn't bring it into the valley, yeah.
Yeah, I still don't think that's a great idea, frankly.
What?
Makes a lot of noise, and the horses might attract predators, you know.
Oh, okay.
Fair.
So,
Well, I guess we're walking.
Yeah.
All right. So as you guys get kind of any last minute supplies that you needed from the town, you guys head out. You guys make it back to Dragonwater, and you start making your way back pretty much the same way you were going. When you get back to the area of the spire, you notice that the door on the front of it, as you're passing it, is shut again.
Okay, interesting.
But it doesn't. Lloyd, well, I guess Zack will do it. Zack will do a check, like a sense magic or detect magic, and he doesn't currently sense anything from the spire, so he's like, I don't think it's really relevant to try to go in, but it just maybe the door shuts or something after a certain amount of time.
Seems like it's gone dormant. I'll actually ask Lloyd why he came to the spire in the first place, if it was somehow significant to the masks. I assume it is, but like, since he didn't actually ever do the thing he planned to do, we don't actually know.
And he says, well, the spire is, at least in legend, was a place that if you could bring all 5 masks, which in theory those masks should help you defeat said tower because you fight an element or a dragon of a certain element compared to each mask. If you can get to the top and have all 5 masks, if you combine them, basically a dark magic connected to Tiamat would happen, but I never had all the 5 masks at the top, and so I don't know if that actually revives her or not.
Even if it didn't, you might have been able to redirect the power towards some other task.
Correct, which is what I was trying to do.
I assumed as much. It's from what I understand, a fairly common magical archetype, the uniting of different powers.
Yes. He's like, I've heard of a couple of different ones, but yes, I know the masks. And he kind of just glances at the bag of holding, and he's like, the masks I know are designed to enhance certain abilities. And so, of course, I was trying to find the red one, and that was not one that I was able to retrieve. And thankfully you had that in order to help, I don't know, bring me back to my senses, I guess. And he kind of gives a very slight chuckle.
At the very least, for your sake, I am glad that we were able to recover any of them, that you needed us to bring them to you, and that brought us all together.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I suggest we, depending on what time of day it is, sleep if we need to, and then we can move on from here.
All right. So, you guys rest where you're at the tower again, this time just outside of it, for the spire. Nothing crazy or anything happened, so you're fine. Lloyd had put out a little bit of little arcane wards just to alarm if something were to happen. Nothing happens throughout the night, so you sleep successfully.
Okay. Not that we really, needed to, but,
No. So as you awake, you gather all your supplies back up, and you start heading out again, this time toward what we now know as Wizard Town.
All right, so as we head that direction, we'll actually come pretty close to the city of Skystone, which is where that meteor landed.
Okay.
We can stop there if you want, but, again, it's a pretty stifling place, so, I don't know if we want to. Past that, about a day past that, is Sapphire Gulf, which is a fishing town that also mines from one of the nearby peaks. That's where where Wizard Town gets most of its gems from for various magical practices. And then Wizard Town is basically right across the river from that. So we're a day out from there is my point.
Okay. Zack kind of says, well, I don't know about you guys, but just because of, we have Bryn with us as well. I mean, nothing against you, Bryn. It's just we don't want to put her in unnecessary danger. And so it may be a good idea to just, because we can always backtrack and go to these places once we get to this town, the Wizard Town.
I agree.
We can just stop off at the other town just to freshen up
Oh,
before.
you can just like rest kind of before we get to Wizard Town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I assume we're gonna stop in. I call it the fishing town. I assume we'd stop there just to refresh. That way, the next morning we can go walk basically straight into Wizard Town.
Yeah.
All right. So, traveling again, and we arrive to. Which I'm sorry, what was the name of the town?
Sapphire Gulf. It's
Sapphire Gulf.
Yeah, there's basically two classes that live here. There's kobolds and lizard folk who mainly do the fishing side, and goblins and a few, like a small population of dwarves who handle the mining side. And they're pretty content with their lot. There's not like any animosity between them or anything.
Dowroc keeps an eye on the kobolds around Tiger.
Yeah, but they're mostly friendly. Like there's a fairly high population of merchants too, because they do a lot of dealing with Wizard Town, and also like people who come to like stop off and see the wizard will often stop here. So like this may have even been a place that Zack has visited before.
Now,
No.
DM question: do we know the wizard's name? I just want to make sure. Does Megan remember Trevor's name, or is she just referring him as the wizard? I forget.
She would know him as Trevor, I think.
Okay, I just want to make.
I don't
sure.
know. I don't know. I don't know if Zack would remember, but she would definitely remember.
I'm gonna say it's not, just because for the most part, when Zack was brought here, he was much younger, and so his parents really met with the wizard more than him. Like he met him, but he didn't really. It wasn't the same.
I wonder if Dowroc has met Trevor. I don't, probably not personally. Like, just for the Corewood stuff. Like, I don't think he would step out.
Yeah, I think you would have definitely heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the valley valley used to be Corewood territory.
Okay.
So like they still have dealings with all of the things that live there. It's like it's pretty informal, but like they deal with them pretty regularly. But like I don't know if you would have ever been out to see him or not.
Probably not.
As Zack's in the fishing town, he does kind of walk around and kind of dip his hand into the water and just kind of does say that he's like, I have been to this place, but it's been so long I don't remember much about it. But during the travels with my parents, you know, we passed through here on the way to see the wizard. But again, it's been so long now. I'd be interested to look around when we have time.
Is there do we need an appointment to see this guy, or?
Megan will answer that. She's like, if he's willing to see us, and with those masks in your bag, I assume he will be, then no, we won't need an appointment.
Okay. I assume he's a pretty
Big guy.
Pretty central guy in this, where we're going.
Oh, he is. He definitely already knows we're coming.
Oh. That's
He's got some foresight.
He's got something.
A seeing stone. Well, Zack kind of looks at everybody and says, well, does anybody want to wait any longer, or do we want to head there now?
No, I think we should head out.
All right.
Dowroc is going to buy some Renaissance bullets.
Okay.
This is a place where we could find more higher end spell components too, if we wanted to look into that. But like, I'm talking like for spells, higher level spells than we would probably have at this point.
Oh, well, you're the one with, you have third level, don't you already?
Yeah.
Yeah, Dowroc and Zack, that's
third level
not there yet.
slots, but no actual spells.
Oh, because the multi-class, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, Dowroc and Zack are trailing a little bit, and then Megan's got nothing. Well,
okay.
As you guys make it over, it's across like a lake, or river, you said. So
Yeah.
you guys, go ahead.
As we cross the river, it's pretty wide at this point, but there's a decent bridge across it. As we cross it, we see that the wizard town's pretty big. It's basically built right against intersection of two relatively large mountains. So it's got natural defense along its western side, and then with the exception of a couple of guard posts that sit outside the walls, there are thick walls that surround the town on its other sides. And even from here, we can see, sort of at the back of the town, a large tower that sits high up and even has a small airship docked near the top.
Ooh. That shows interest in the airship.
And as we go to cross the bridge,
I imagine Bran and Dowroc's face will practically be the same.
Yeah.
In awe.
As we go to cross the bridge, roll perception.
For everyone, or?
Yes.
Okay. Zack didn't notice anything.
Dowroc and Johan. Yeah, Dowroc and Johan. I forgot Lloyd was here for a second. Both think they notice the bridge moving, almost like it settles down into place as they walk across, but they can't be sure. And it's not doing anything now, so you guys just keep crossing.
Well, Dowroc wants to ask Johan while we're entering the city of magic. This is like, is there, like, Lloyd, he said that his magic just came naturally for him. Is there a difference between your magic and, like, your magic seems natural to me also. So I was just wondering if there's like, is there like any difference between?
My magic is his magic is likely tied to his lineage. It's something that's born of his own body.
Okay.
Whereas mine, while it is definitely facilitated by my family's connection to our ancestral homeland, is gifted to me by nature itself.
Now, is there like, do you feel the nature, or is it more of?
I feel the nature all the time, everywhere I go. When as much as I enjoy visiting new places, every time I see so much as a village that's been cleared to make room for habitation, and trees that have been assembled into buildings, I can feel that this is not the way the place is supposed to be. It's a little disconcerting everywhere I go, but one of the tenets of the druids is that we understand that everything is a balance and that everything must find its place. This place, though, I'm sure you can feel it too, but it is full of magic of various kinds.
It's almost overwhelming, like seeing all the calculations before my eye.
I can imagine. And as we come into town, there are there would be like a fountain in the square that has glowing crystals as like its centerpiece, and little floating gadgets or pieces of paper that move on their own. Shops might have glowing symbols around the doors. Just various random little things that you notice. They like it's not hard to tell what purpose they serve, but they're definitely different than what you would see elsewhere.
This place is quite amazing, Zack says.
Megan says, "Yeah, I've only been here a couple times, but it's still pretty amazing every time I see it."
He said, "Yeah, I've been here many years ago, but I don't know, maybe I just don't remember it as much, but I mean, this place is This place is wild.
As you get deeper, there's a pretty clear and obvious progression from like shops to residences, and then at the back, like way back and further down the main street, you can see next to the base of the tower is a large building that you assume is where a town official would live, which makes you think that the wizard himself is probably not actually in charge of the day-to-day operation of the town.
That would make sense, because I feel like that would be too much probably to manage magical things as well as that.
Yeah, and Johan will point that out because, you know, he's Johan. And Megan will be like, well, yes, the wizard is only really in charge of the research in the tower and of the magic school at its base.
There's a school.
Mm.
Does Bren react, Dowroc?
Bren looks at Dowroc like, says that guy. I'm not sure what they would teach there. If you said you're interested in my kind of magic, it's kind of a rarity with that. I don't know if. I mean, we can definitely look into this. I'm really the only one who ever had the gumption and the expertise that I have. I'm really kind of looked down on in Cornwood for it. But if you want to, if this place seems a little bit more open, we can definitely look into it. But I'm not.
I guess Zack will ask Megan. Does she know anything about the school?
Just that it's pretty common for the students to study mostly on their own with just the guidance of the wizard and his assistants. I thought about coming here and learning some magic myself when I found out I had magical powers, but I don't know if she would have actually met him, but they didn't think I had the knack.
How do you know how you get admittance into the school? Or
from what I understand, you just ask, and if they say yes, you're in.
Oh,
that's pretty great. I mean,
there aren't many students though. I know that much. So I think it's probably pretty rare for them to say yes.
Well, from what you've been explaining to me, Brian, I think you would just have a chance. Maybe we could definitely try to get you admitted.
All right.
Do we? Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Well, no, I was just gonna say, do we see like a way up the tower, or do we only notice the building of basically the quote mayor, like official? Like, do we have to go to him first, I guess?
As we approach, you can see the mayor's estate is kind of behind its own walls, kind of like across like a block wide section from the tower. But
Okay.
we come past the base of the tower first, and it's at each of its four corners. We assume, because we can't see all of them from where we are, obviously. There's these glowing crystals poking up that almost seem to be drawing magic out of the earth and sending it up the tower, and that catches our attention for a second. So we almost don't notice, or maybe she just wasn't there a second ago. A young woman in mage's robes comes out to meet us and says, "He's been expecting you. Please come inside."
What?
Zack will look at Dowroc and be like, "That's a little, all right."
Yeah. Convenient, though.
Yeah.
Though Johan kind of,
I can imagine Johan being
kind
a
of
little
keeps to the back of the group, so he can see the entire situation beforehand.
Lloyd is not surprisingly back near him as well, with Zack and Dowroc just basically blindly walking in, I assume.
Yeah. Megan does too. She just kind of saunters forward.
John was like, I wonder if we didn't have this bag here, I wonder if he would want to meet us anyway.
It's like, well, Zack will say, it's like, well, I mean, he's already met two of us for sure, so maybe that helps, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe he's here to check out Lloyd. Seems to
Could be.
like their holy powers.
Lloyd looks a little hesitant to enter the tower.
The young woman will look back and say, "If any of you do not wish to come, you don't have to."
Oh no, it's just a surprise. We're not used to being expected.
Well, I imagine, based on some of what my master has been telling me, that you might have to get used to it.
Oh,
She refuses to elaborate on that further, though.
Of course she does. Or doesn't, I guess.
She also hands Dowroc a charm and says, "Please attach this to your bag of holding before stepping through the next door."
Is this like locket? Zack asked, or something.
It will prevent it from interacting with the portal we're about to step through and destroying this building.
Oh,
it's sending us
I
to
like it.
the astral realm.
In random places in the astral plane.
Well, you walk through the next door, which is still just a room on the base level, but you suddenly appear out of another door with a window in view where you can see that you're at the very top.
You're like, well, that's cool. That's a lot faster than an elevator.
Brent is like, Dowroc says, don't touch anything. This is going to be very volatile, I believe.
Johan says, "This coming from the man who I'm sure wants to touch everything."
Yes.
You look around and there's just magical, like magical tools and instruments everywhere.
Dowroc is all-purpose tool and is changing into every tool possible.
It's you don't think this room encompasses the entire top of the tower. It doesn't look like it would, but it's big, it's wide, and you can tell immediately that it's just a massive laboratory.
All right. I guess we're following the young woman in the robes.
Yeah, she leads you into the open laboratory room, and she says, "Please wait here. He should be here soon." And then she leaves, and the door slides shut behind you.
I guess, did I just do an investigation check about just what's kind of all in the room?
Sure.
I don't have a good investigation check, but let's see. I didn't see anything.
Johan's going to help you.
Well, actually, I forget that I got guidance now, so... Woo! Hey, 4. So 11. Still not...
I mean, the stuff around the room, you recognize that that they're magical instruments for developing and preparing and learning spells. But a lot of it seems like it would just be over your head.
Gotcha. Makes sense. Probably more Dowroc speed.
There's some jewels laying around, some random tools, some half-constructed devices that don't really seem like they would make any sense, like naturally. You kind of assume would need magic to function. It's really unclear. Like, even to Dowroc, it would be very unclear, though, if any of them were anywhere even close to being functional.
I have a passive investigation of 18.
You definitely take note of these things, and you kind of give him the side eye, I would imagine, because
he's trying to set a good example and sit on his hands wherever he is.
They give you the you're not entirely sure, and you can't be entirely sure because it's somebody else's work, but you get the impression that that a lot of the stuff in here is more just someone's idle hands tinkered them together without any rhyme or reason to it.
Dowroc loves this guy.
Maybe it's Dowroc in the future who came back to...
So as you're looking around the room...
Dowroc will probably try to give like an explanation to Bran without actually touching anything, just to see what these things, like, what they could possibly be. Like, that he would probably try to guess what they probably be. and what they were probably for, or just giving guesses, pretty much. Just look at the intricacy of this, and not it's like a conversation of him rattling off what he wants to, what he thinks these are, and not like
You're just making stuff up, basically.
well, he's in like awe, pretty much. But he's not like teaching Bran anymore. He's basically just rambling off what
He's just geeking out.
Gotcha.
So as you're doing that, as you're just rambling stuff off, you hear, "Not bad. Your guesses aren't far off in most cases, anyway." And you turn around, and between you guys and the entrance into the room stands a man. He seems to be about 40, 45 years old, wearing round spectacles and wearing long, ornate robes. Kind of balding a little bit, not super fit, and carries himself like I don't know how to describe it, except that you know how when somebody points out the difference between Clark Kent and Superman,
Yeah.
he kind of carries himself more like a Clark Kent, let's say.
Okay.
Very, very animated with his hands too, as he kind of wanders a little bit towards you, and says, "I've been wondering when you would arrive here."
Dowroc steps forward. It's like, I just want to shake your hand. It's just this is all amazing in this room. It'd probably take me. It took me 20 years to make this and show Imago and obviously my arm, and it's just everything just seems so crude compared to what's in this room.
He definitely acknowledges you, but he doesn't say anything in return and walks forward, takes your artificial hand and shakes it a little bit, but then he stops and pauses, and he bends down and he sniffs it and says,
Just like,
and he says, "You're a Corwood. It's been quite some time since I've had a visit from the royal family, or maybe it was last week. I don't really remember. Still, what a rare visitor."
he's good.
I'm the third son, man.
He interrupts you and says, wait, and he points at Zack, and is suddenly right next to him. I remember you. You've been here before. It was last week. Was last week? Or no, you're too old for that. Maybe last century. I remember you had a lot of potential. What did you do with your life?
Oh my god.
Wow, thanks. That kind of, he's like, well,
He interrupts you again and plucks one of your hairs
kind of confused.
and examines the hair
What?
and says, you became a paladin like your father. That takes a lot of dedication.
He says, I try. How did you get that from my hair?
He ignores the question and looks at Megan
What?
and says, "I've seen you around too. You have potential as well, though. I remember you weren't suited to my school." And she says, "Nope, I wasn't."
Sound like a little bit of a no, I guess I'm not.
And then he looks past her to where Lloyd is and says, "I expected to meet you someday. Have we met before? I don't know. There's still a bit too much of something else in you for me to be sure."
Lloyd kind of turns around, kind of puts his head down a little bit. I don't believe we've ever met.
Perhaps it's the other thing then. And then he looks finally at Johan, and like he's suddenly right next to Johan too, and says, "From that slight point to your ears, and the symbol carved in that wolf tooth clasp on your cloak, I know exactly where you come from. You're almost more rare a visitor than royalty."
Ooh.
And then he kind of steps back in the middle of the group and claps his hands again and says, "To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit? And be aware, I already know the answer."
Well,
his regular backpack.
well, I assume the charm is not on the bag of holding anymore.
Yeah, it would have disappeared when you came through the portal.
Yeah. I guess Zack will, say, well, Trevor, we came here because he kind of just explains, well, very briefly, the situation of the mass, assuming that Trevor already knows the story, and says, well, we have all 5 of them here, and we thought we'd come maybe talk to you and see what you knew anything, or maybe this best place for safekeeping of them.
He gives you a long look and says, "I think at this point you know about as much about them as I do. Though it is good that you brought them here. Your only other option, really, would have been to wear them yourselves, which could have led to dire consequences for your group. Or
kind of look at Johan. Not in a mean way, I just looked at him.
Or to take them on to Dragon Horde to leave with the King of the Dragons, which is something I could just as easily do for you."
Well, we could go to Dragon Horde, but I guess, Megan, where was it in comparison to Wizard Town?
She says it's 2 or 3 days further north of here, depending on how fast we move, but we'll have to spend at least 1 day in Horde Gate to get permission to enter the city.
I guess I'll look at Dowroc and Johan and just be like, well, what do you guys kind of think? Do you think we should leave him here, or do you take him to Dragon Horde?
Johan says, "It's a little suspicious, isn't it, that you're so anxious for us to leave them here when that spire that focuses their power is only a day's journey away."
Yes, but he kind of looks at Trevor ever so slightly. Yes, but with his magic here, there might be a safekeeping. I don't see maybe anything truly evil being able to penetrate the defenses of this town.
Trevor says, "It's certainly very unlikely." Megan's cool with it. She
With what, leaving him or taking him?
She's good with either. She's cool with leaving him here, but she'll let a Dragon Horde if that's what you guys want to do. Johan is definitely a little suspicious of Trevor, though. He seems to know too much, and while it's definitely possible for a person like that to be benevolent, it's also pretty common for somebody who isn't to want to know as much as possible. So, he votes for taking it to the dragons.
Can we do a perception check on Trevor?
Sure.
Just to see if we notice anything potentially. Man, I'm getting low rolls today. Also, 8 plus 10 for Zack.
He seems sincere, but also he's very, very off kilter. So it seems inconclusive.
Dowroc, what are your thoughts? Actually, did Trevor respond or talk to Bren, or notice her even?
He's glanced at her.
He just kind of glanced. He didn't say anything to her.
He's glanced at her, given her a couple smiles, but he hasn't said anything yet.
Okay. I'll look at Trevor and I'll ask. I guess just for clarification purposes, when I say I usually mean that I can also say Lloyd if I'm talking about Lloyd. I'll look at Trevor and say, well, actually, I do have a question while you're here, since you do seem to be a very knowledgeable individual. Do you know anything about... You mentioned that Lloyd had potentially something else in him. Do you know anything more about that? There was a patron that actually caused us a lot of issues. I didn't know if you had any other information.
Oh, no, does he?
I don't know if he does. He could just not know. I don't know.
He could also...
Or just not say.
His perception of time is very weird. So and also he knows that we're gonna need to grow stronger to deal with some of the stuff in our future. So he may know something, but he doesn't know enough yet to feel like he can speak about it. or he may just choose not to in the first place.
Kind of gives a wink and says spoilers.
Not sure what that means, but all right.
He is an odd fellow, isn't he? I guess Dowroc, Johan, what do you guys think? Do we want to leave them here, or
Dowroc, just create a perception check with Trevor. 23.
All right. Well, you think he sounds sincere?
Yeah, Dowroc's his biggest fan right now. So
he's not blinded or anything right now by admiration.
Johan votes to go to the dragons. It's not so much as that he is against trusting Trevor. It's just that there are so many stories of the dragons guarding dangerous items, and the Dragon King is supposed to be a living avatar of Tiamat's rival. So it seems like the perfect place to leave these things, and he would feel better if he was 100% sure that they got there.
After that explanation, Zack kind of starts drifting over to that side as well, thinking that might be the best thing. But I guess the only thing that he would say would be, is the dragon avatar? I mean, do we know anything really about him? I mean, Megan's met him, correct?
Yeah, he bestowed me with some power. Said I would need it in the days to come. That I was worthy of it, and that other worthy people would arrive one day to receive similar gifts from him too.
Like everybody knows the future, but us.
No, he is basically a god, right?
Well, that's true. What's Trevor? Is he just kind of standing there waiting?
Yeah.
He's picked up a gadget from one of the tables, and he's making it like spin and shit for Bryn.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess there's no other. I guess he would know more what to do with the mask than we would.
No, I think you're right. I think the Dragon Horde might be the best place for them in the end. But I guess, is there anything else we want to ask Trevor, or maybe if we want to spend a day or two in the town, we can potentially have him here for safekeeping until then we head out for the day?
He's gonna ask Trevor while he's entertaining Brent. He's gonna be like, "Well, is there where do we go for the if I wanted to enroll her? If I can enroll her, I don't want to ask you, but I don't want to take the teachers' jobs away."
Is she not already enrolled? I thought we'd had this conversation already. Maybe I was seeing the future again. She certainly has a place here.
Oh,
That's excellent. I guess Zack will ask Trevor. He's like, "What? Is it just like broken up into the schools of magic, or is it like you just kind of work with each individual person and kind of enhance what they already have?"
My assistants will work with the students as often as possible to help them in their own independent study. In fact, and he looks at Dowroc, if you could leave some of your notes here with her, I'm sure they would function as an excellent basis for her research.
she's already spent a couple days with them. I mean, if you can, absolutely. Their notes are already written for her already. So
excellent. We might as well get her started right now. I'll lead you to the living quarters, and we can get her set up. And he snaps his fingers, and another assistant appears, another young woman, and says, if you wouldn't mind, in order to reach the living quarters, we'll need to pass through another portal. Please check your bag of holding with my assistant until we get back.
okay. He's gonna reluctantly get the bag of holding because he really likes the bag of holding. Nods to the assistant because he likes Trevor and trusts Trevor a little bit.
Johan's gaze kind of lingers on the bag because, like, that's where the masks are. But he's given this guy the benefit of the doubt for now.
Zack puts his hand on Johan's shoulder, and he's just like, we'll come right back for the mask, and then we'll spend the night here, and then we'll head out in the morning to Dragon Horde. So
Yeah.
they should be fine.
Yeah, all right. And as you're discussing this, Trevor leads you around. There's like the room is like a semicircle, but there's a flat wall in the back. He leads you kind of through a doorway in that wall to a room where there's some portals on the ground, like some marked like the runes we saw in the spire. Leads you onto one of them, and you appear in another level of the tower, a much lower level. You can tell from the windows around the edge. Another semicircular room, and there's some students in there sleeping in like ornate and well furnished little alcoves. And he says that this is where you should be staying. He gestures to some desks along the wall. All personal study can be conducted here or in the library upstairs. Workshops are provided on the lower levels.
Zack makes the comment of, say, this place is... I wish I would have known about this place when I was younger. I would have probably just tried to stay here and learn some more magic stuff. Well, if they would have accepted me, I guess.
Dowroc gives Zack a look like with his dark circles under his eyes of spending 20 years in isolation. Doing
Zack would
exactly
be like,
that.
well, maybe not.
Doing exactly that.
Maybe not.
Trevor just doesn't acknowledge anything you're saying, really.
Not surprising.
He looks around, he kind of touches his chin, he's like, I'm not sure where exactly you would sleep, little one. One of my assistants will have to help you with that. I don't really oversee the educational side of things, personally.
Makes sense.
And from there he says, I don't have anything else for you today, though I feel we'll meet again in the future. I promise, though, that as long as I am here in my tower, that the girl and everyone else in this city are safe to live whatever lives they would choose. So if you are ready to move on to whatever is next for you today, then let us return to my laboratory and retrieve your bag, and you can head out.
Perception check. I just want to see.
I think it's an insight check is what we're supposed to be rolling.
Yeah, well.
Oh, yeah. Whoops. Inside check. I get the same result, so I'm fine. 20 total.
Yeah, he still seems sincere.
Oh, okay. Zack, I guess, looks at everybody, says, well, I guess we should get back and get the bag and head out.
Yeah, if you want to say goodbyes to Bryn, this would be the time, though, because another assistant has come around to lead her off to where she'll be staying.
Well, he said, Dowroc's going down on one knee. Well, he doesn't really need to go down on one knee. He's like, hold her hands. Hey, Bryn, this is an extraordinary chance for you. I know you kind of wanted me to teach you, but here is unbelievably... I don't have much... They have unbelievably more experience in the magic that I can teach you. This is a chance of a lifetime for you, and if it's up to you what you want to do. I know that you'll be in safe hands here. You'll be going possibly to another dangerous area. I know that we just came together again, and maybe we can spend a few days here, just whatever you need.
Zack chimes in and says, I don't think it would hurt to stay if you want for a little bit, just to make sure she gets situated fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Let me know how this place... Let me know what this place is. I'm very curious about it, too. I would have loved to have been here when I was a child. And that's coming from someone who lives in a castle, so...
Trevor says to you, don't worry, I think you'll have an opportunity to study here, at least for a while. So I may be seeing a different future. Oh well, we'll figure it out.
Oh. Trevor's so cryptic.
Trevor does motion you guys to come along, though.
And says, well, I guess we should go.
Remember about our promise about when you learn how to attune to that you know your first test is done for me.
It was the Pearl of Power, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so Trevor leads you back up into the workshop, and where there's another charm for the other portal, and
Oh, for the bag.
you can head back out now if you guys are ready to head back out, and if there's nothing else that needs to happen at this point.
When we make it back to the other room, is the assistant there with the bag of holding?
I don't know, is she?
No.
No.
She's not there. It's back home.
I mean, the bag of holding can still be there with
Well, the bag of
whatever
holding
else
is
with whatever else was in it.
Yeah.
It seems like it weighs the same amount.
Yeah, unfortunately, they always seem to always weigh the exact same amount, so you'd have to actually dump them to actually notice them. But I assume between Johan and Dowroc, or at least Johan's, not 100% trusting, he'd be like, you should probably check the contents of that just to be safe.
Yeah, he actually turns to Trevor and said, "Would she have just left like that?"
She dumps them out, and their masks come out. 5 masks come out.
All right, well,
Oh, okay.
Trevor seems slightly confused by the fact that she didn't remain, but he doesn't say anything. Says, "Well, off with you then. You should be able to find accommodations in town."
We'll thank him and I guess head out to town.